Okay, today we're going to talk about where we're at on this Nissan Hardbody. We're putting a remanufactured head and changing the head gasket and timing chain. So let me show you just a few tips and tricks on how I did it. Many of you have seen in a few other videos in the background. This is a 91 Nissan D21 Hardbody. It has the 4-cylinder single overhead cam engine. So what presented with antifreeze in the oil, and was just a mess. So this thing had a blown head gasket, and so what I did was I replaced the head gasket, had the head machined to make sure it was not warped, and changed the valve stem seals at a local machine shop. So these are some tips and tricks of getting this head on and back in time. So this is not a complete how-to video, but if you happen to stumble across this video and you're doing one of these Nissan 4-cylinder engine timing chains, then hopefully this will help. Nissan 4-cylinder engines, the problem that these timing chains have, or trucks have, is that this should have a piece of plastic over it, and this is the timing chain guide that goes right here. As you can see, the new one has a plastic inlay over it, and as you can see, the old chain was slapping against this pretty good, and this is the pressure side of it. This is worn quite a bit. This one's worn quite a bit, and you can see that this one is right here. So on top of a gasket kit, which is the gasket Felpro kit here, I had to get from Rock Auto one of these timing chain kits, and you can see this one was on clearance. It was like 20 bucks. Comes with the timing chain tensioners and the chain set. So first tip, make sure your oil pan is off when you do this. Obviously, you got to take the head off, valve cover, take everything off. Plenty of videos on that. But some videos say take the oil pan off. Some of them do not. I suggest take the oil pan off. Then your timing cover will come off. And let me show you that. So this is the original timing cover. And the reason I went ahead and bought a new one is because a lot of these hard bodies have water in the oil, because when the timing chain flaps around, it rubs right here, and by rubbing there, you get penetration in this oil galley. This one is cracked. I feel it cracked in there, so we had to replace this anyway. So the good folks at Dorman have a new unit that is almost like OEM, and this is it here. I've already put the front seal in. I've put the PCV valve assembly in it, which is right here, and a water jacket there. So we are going to replace that. The last thing you want to do is do all this work and still have oil in your water. The second thing I did is go ahead and put the head on. There are plenty of videos on how to put a head on and torque it and all that. Not going to show you that yet. I will have a video coming out soon on that. But when you put the timing chain on, the best way to align these is that, as you can see here, the gear has a little dot right here. That little dot should go on the colored link. See how that link is a different color than the rest of them? It is darker. There is a dot here, and also on the bottom here, there is a colored link with a dot. Let me show you that. You'll have to trust me on this one, but this is the different color link, and right below that, on that cam gear, on that crankshaft gear, there is a little dot. So that link needs to match up with both dots. If it doesn't, keep turning the chain till both of them do. Okay, so how do you do that? So before I had this gear on, I took this bungee cord and I held the chain up with the bungee cord and turned the chain until it matched up correctly on the bottom. Then I put the chain on the gear and slid the gear on. So this is key. If you're doing this by yourself, use a bungee cord and it'll keep tension on the chain like that. Now, when you put your head on the block, you have to make sure the block is at top dead center, and that the piston on the front and the piston on the back are at top dead center, and that the valves are closed on those two. So you're on the compression stroke. So if your head is off and has been out of time, the easiest way to do it is turn your camshaft until all the valves are closed on the front cylinder and on the back cylinder. And then make sure that your front piston is all the way flush at the top, and the back piston is all the way flush at the top. And then you can set everything down on there, and it will be at top dead center, and you are ready to put everything back together. Another tip, You can put the guide on the driver side here, but the passenger side guide, you really need to wait and put this on after you align the chain. If you put that on first, it's going to be too hard to get the chain aligned. So another tip, you can have your passenger side guide on first, excuse me, the driver side guide, this one on first, and this passenger side guide needs to go on after you get the chain in time. And once you have all of that done, then I would recommend torquing to the proper specs. I have not torqued these yet because I am waiting for my Chilton manual to get here to get all the proper specifications. I really don't trust the internet. There's too much all around the internet on that. And you want to replace these oil galley seals here. And in order to replace those oil galley seals, you'll need this Velcro kit, TCS 45887. The reason I have the distributor in there because it comes with these two oil galley plug seals right here. It comes with some gray RTV. It comes with a gasket for your oil pump, and it also comes with some O-rings for your distributor. So I don't forget to change the O-rings of the distributor. I just went ahead and put the distributor in there with all of this junk here. And then once you get everything hooked up in time and torqued down, the last thing I am going to do is I'm going to pull the little pin here. When you buy, this is the chain tensioner. When you buy the chain tensioner, it is going to be cocked and ready to go. You pull this, the plunger comes out, presses on here, and keeps tension on this chain. And that's really it for that. And then once you get all that done, you can put your timing cover on. And as I said earlier, I have a new timing cover. This will go on. And then on the side right here, this is where your oil pump goes in. So your oil pump goes in this side and your distributor goes in here. So the very next thing, once I put this on and let this sit, I will have to put the oil pump in and I'll have to align it with the distributor and time it, and that's for another video. Really, that's all I'm going to show you on this video. It's a very short video, but I just wanted to show you some tips and tricks of what I did to finalize the timing on these engines. A lot of people put these things, they go through all of this work and put these things back together just to find out that they're not in time, the engine won't run, it'll backfire, and what have you. But I'm pretty confident I got everything in time. If you just follow, there's plenty of videos on there, but if you take the tips that I just showed you, it'll probably save you some headache in the future. So hope this helps somebody out. Y'all have a great day.